Excuse me? What? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am here to react to Psycho-Pass Season 1 Episode 2. The first episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. And you know what? I'm not going to waste any of your time. So if you enjoyed the reaction, hit the like and subscribe and post your comments down below. And share the video so the YouTube algorithm can help the channel out. Hot damn! I mean, the song is great, but the opening visuals. Love that it's mostly black and white. Really love that it's in black and white for most of the time, because it is like one of the themes that I'm picking up on the show about, like choice, black and white. It's obviously going to be a gray area. Ah, that's right. My life is being controlled. Kind of. Like, whoa. What is real anymore? So, no, wait. The previous room was real. This is the fake one. Because the squid hologram said, I'm gonna use the library reference. Alright. Yeah, it is. So much of this world has been thought out. Like, you can tell from like a world building perspective, there's a lot of stuff that the writers and the creators really thought of. More robots in the background. Interesting. Interesting that they brought that up. Very interesting. We are already being introduced to a very intriguing part of her character. More expositional dialogue, but it's perfectly fine. That was a good CG shot. Holy shit! I love their use of CG buildings to create these swiping, like establishing shots. It's not just static. It's moving to give a sense of a dynamic camera. Excuse me? What? wait. No, I have to go back. I missed a few seconds. Wait, what? I see. So they were
昨日付で刑事課に配属になりました。
okay.
常森茜です。
But I love how they did that scene. It's only a few seconds, but you can get a sense of her character immediately. And the way she talks. And her character design.
監視官なら公安局の出世コースでしょ。さっさと偉くなっちゃって組織改革してちょうだいよ。立ったり喋ったりはちょっとね。もちろんベッドのお供も無理。交渉も抜けるわよ。また明日の朝にでもいらっしゃい。
はい。
Showing concern. God, I love the aesthetics of the buildings. I don't know about that CG shot, but
まあ平和な一日になるよう祈って。
エリアストレス上昇警報。
well, alright, so we got our second case already.
それには及ばんさ。さあ出動だぜ監視官殿。
I love her character. Like she has a little goofy side to her that I enjoy watching. Like there's a sense of innocence to her. And knowing this show, it'll be interesting again to see. Whoa. As I was saying, it'll be interesting to see where she goes from here.
ああ、あれだ。右手前の柱の影。
そんなスキャナーも使わずにどうして？
けだものはけだものの匂いを嗅ぎ当てる。
A criminal can spot another criminal.
失礼します。サイコパス測定にご協力お願いできますか？あらら、濁ってますね。緊急セラピーを要するものと判断します。ご同行願いますね。
そんな、俺はまだ何も。
I haven't done anything yet. Exactly, that is the problem with the system. I forgot to mention this before in my previous episode reaction. It reminds me of Minority Report. Steven Spielberg movie. It's Tom Cruise.
だから俺なんかの犯罪係数もどえらい数値になっちまうのさ。おかげで今じゃ汚れ仕事を受けたまわる猟犬の扱いだ。
何の役にも立ってなかった。
執行官を現場まで連れてきて、あとはサボったり逃げ出したり世間様にご迷惑がないようにしっかり見張る。お嬢ちゃんの仕事はそれだけで十分なんだ。
それってつまり何も手出しをするなってことですよね。
Wow. Oh, beautiful shot.
ご一緒していいっすか、監視官殿。
I love that every time we are shown them like eating, there's always going to be a robot in the background.
しかしまあ、公安局監視官なんてまたとんでもない就職したもんだね。なんでまた
Exactly why here?
他の仕事はどれも同じ判定をもらった子が私以外にも一人か二人はいたの。
Okay.
公安局の A 判定が出たのは私だけだった。500人以上いた学生の中でただ一人私だけ。だから公安局にはね、私に
And you also feel like those other jobs already have other people that can do it,
こ
but
の
not
世界に
here.
出てきた意味が見つかるはずだって。
Finding life's
この
purpose.
考え方間違ってるかな。
Finding life's purpose in a world where your purpose is being controlled by a system. Nice little contrasting ideologies there.
今じゃシビラシステムがそいつの才能を読み取って、俺なんて5歳でサイコパス検診に弾かれて以来ずっと潜在犯だ。
When you were 5?
あんた、なんで監視官なんかになったんだ？
Love the reflection on the table there.
すみませんでした。
執行官に謝る監視官は珍しい。
私の判断間違ってたんでしょうか。ただチームの足を引っ張ってみんなを危険にさらしただけだったんでしょうか。
もう長いこと執行官をやっている。迷うことなく、疑うことなく、命じられたままに獲物を仕留める猟犬の習性が俺の手には染みついちまってる。あの銃の言いなりになって何人もの潜在犯を撃ってきた。それがこの社会のためになると
Just following orders.
を鵜呑みにしていつの間にか考えることさえなくなった。自分がやってることが何なのか顧みることさえ忘れていた。バカな話だ。デカってのは誰かを刈り取る仕事じゃなくて誰かを守る仕事だったはずなのにな。
鴻上さん。
あんたは何が正しいかを自分で判断した。役目より正義を優先できた。そういう上司の下なら俺はただの犬ではなくデカとして働けるかもしれない。
ありがとうございます。
Wow. This entire episode is about finding your purpose.
あの時俺は迷わなかった。迷えば死ぬと思っていた。こんなところで終わりたくない。絶対に死ぬわけにはいかない。
Oh.
それだけで頭がいっぱいだった。俺にはやり残したことがある。
Unfinished business, eh?
始末をつけなきゃならない役目が。
つまりあの場における判断に間違いはなかったと。それが君の結論か、常森監視官。
はい、彼女の犯罪係数上昇は一過性のものでした。事実、保護された後のセラピーも経過は良好で、サイコパスは回復に向
Oh,
かって
that's
いま
good.
す。
That's good to hear.
鴻上、何か言いたいことは？
ない。常森監視官は義務を果たした。それだけだ。
That is all. A nice, chill episode where again we explore the world. We got a few more world building scenarios here and there, but it's also exploring that contrasting idea between having a society or a system, the Sybil system, controlling you, controlling your life on what you have to do, and having you yourself choosing who you want to be. Alright, that was the second episode of Psychopath Season 1. Still a solid episode, not as engaging as the first episode, obviously, because there's not a lot of action in it, but a good episode nonetheless. I've said it before, I enjoyed some of the more character-focused story that the episode is presenting. We're getting a few more world building, and we are also introducing more of our squad, our team, that we're going to be spending most of our time throughout the season. That first lady that we were introduced in the office really took me by surprise. Like, wait a minute, what is she doing? Oh. But really, all in all, a really interesting and diverse set of characters that I am eager to see how they're gonna, not just how they're going to develop, but also how their dynamic is going to play with one another. This episode was heavily focusing on, I guess, I'm gonna say free will, like, in our own individuality, as in, like, we see it in the first opening segment of the episode where Akane wakes up. The same thing with how Kogami wakes up. like they're both waking up at the same time, contrasting with one another. And at least in Akane's case, she wakes up, but it is clear that her entire day is being controlled by the system. Like, on this hour you're gonna go here, on this hour you're gonna go there, and she is just accepting it. I mean, it's a very I don't want to say thought-provoking, let's just leave it at, it's a very eye-opening scenario. Let's just keep it at that. As I've said before, love the world building. In this case, love how Akane's house can like shift and change through what I would imagine as holograms. Really, really interesting holograms. But I'm sorry, realistic holograms. But I just love how much was put into this world immediately. Like, it's not just fancy visuals and we have a system that controls everyone. No, there's a lot more going on in this world, and I'm really digging it, and I can't wait for the show to explore more of its own world, because I think it's a really interesting world. And I also love, since I've said it before, that this is a more character-centric episode. I love that most of the cast, as in most of our team, our group of enforcers, are, at least not all of them, but the ones that are being shown right now are really supportive towards Akane, and I like that. I dig it. Usually when there's a new detective in town, or if there's a new detective on the job, and this is your team, in most scenarios in other movies or shows, the old team members are going to be dismissive of this new character, our main character. That's usually the case, right? But not here. Here instead, it's more like they're just helping her out, guiding her. Especially what was his name? The eldest, the older person. You know who I'm talking about. Like, when the two of them were on the job, it's clear that he was the one who was taking more of the lead and almost making sure that she isn't getting involved in a way. And I kind of get that. Like, if I were to be in his perspective, I can totally understand and see where he is coming from. This is a person. This Akane is a person who is new to the job. Clearly, she is not ready, at least from his perspective. So he is trying his best to make sure that she wouldn't get too much involved, especially knowing that getting involved in these kind of scenarios can, in fact, change your psychopath meter, and your crime coefficient rating is going to go up. And that's what ended up happening to most of our enforcers in our squad. They are, as they've said it themselves, past criminals who are now working for the police, right? But the other interesting thing is that Akane's psychopath meter, whatever you want to call it, the crime coefficient meter, whatever, did not increase after that first incident in the first episode. That is bizarre and interesting, because we see her visually, we see her expressions that she is not ready. She is definitely on the edge of being calm and not calm. But then they said that her psychopath meter did not change. Is she actually a psychopath? No, but you know, you get what I'm saying, right? Someone who has been through supposedly a lot of trauma, for example, and still feeling calm is not normal. That's a sign of a serial killer. You may as well be a psychopath. And the fact that Akane has been through that shit and is still normal? Hey, who knows? Interesting character detail that I am eagerly anticipating to see where it's gonna go. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Some of the things that happened in this episode I already mentioned in the previous episode, which is about like how one's crime coefficient meter doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna do bad, even though the system deemed them that, oh, they are a problem and they need to be dealt with. Like, no, like even in this case, the criminal that they apprehend, he's like, I didn't do anything. I haven't even done anything yet. How can you arrest me if I haven't even done anything wrong? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed the reaction and the discussion portion as well. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, if you enjoyed the reaction, hit the like, subscribe, and I hope we can see each other again on the next episode reaction. Take care, guys.